All right, let's talk about Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff was perfect on the day. He had no incompletions. Technically, he had an incompletion that was called back due to an offensive penalty. So a little bit of maybe a slight asterisk, but no asterisk. Hey, it's not an incompletion if it doesn't count. Perfect game here for Jared Goff. 18 for 18, 292 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. And he was doing some nice plays here, too. While some of these were low degree of difficulty plays, some weren't. Some were high degree of difficulty plays, such as the one you see on your screen, which is going to start off with something the Lions love to do. They love to run play action. Also, real quick, I just want to mention I do have a movie channel. If you want to hear my thoughts on movies like Megalopolis and The Wild Robot, check that out. The link is in the description below. Jackson Kruger Movies is the name of the channel, but yeah. But I think Goff's going to do something very interesting on this play. So, the play action itself, we get how that works. But first, Seattle's going to have a blitzer off the edge. Seattle did not just sit back in their zone coverage and kind of let whatever happens. They were playing aggressive, which is usually the correct strategy against an offense like the Lions. You have to keep the Lions guessing just as much as they're trying to keep you guessing. Otherwise, they're just going to pick you apart. Now, the Lions do actually have a player who's in position to block this guy, so it shouldn't be the end of the world with that guy going off the edge, but it's something to keep note of. For the concept itself for the Lions, it's a relatively simple one we've seen before, where you have zone coverage for the Seahawks, and then you're going to have Williams run a route kind of over the middle. Hopefully can get open. A lot of times these do get open. But first, when this play begins, watch Jared Goff and watch how he runs his play action, and it is immediately in pressure. As I mentioned, the Lions had a player to try and block the blitzing edge rusher, but isn't quite able to get over there in time. So because of this, Goff is in trouble. Now, the concept down the field is working, but can Goff get it down there? Well, watch him sidestep this pressure. Essentially, it's a spin move, but is still able to get the ball to Williams. They're able to pick up a big play there, pick up the first down. I mean, that's a really good play by Jared Goff. Again, it's one of those things where we can sit here and say, oh, it's, the Lions, they scheme guys 10 yards open every play. They don't, though. Like, obviously, there are plays like this where you have to navigate certain things, and that's what Goff is able to do. Going over here, to be honest, I thought his pocket presence was really good in this game, where, again, you have what's set up to be a zone coverage concept by the Seahawks. That's what it appears as though it's going to be. But when Goff takes the snap, there's actually a blitzing player, a blitzing linebacker. So, one thing I have to say is I've critiqued some of the Lions, blitz pickups this season. I think, especially against Tampa Bay, the running backs weren't doing a great job of picking up those blitzes. Here, though, really good job. However, you still have a halfback blocking that's a bit of a mismatch. So Goff kind of going to do the right thing here. Watch him step up in the pocket just a little bit, not up in the pocket, but step kind of towards the top of the screen, and then flip it to someone who is underneath. I believe that was Tim Patrick. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on with these uniforms, I have to say, as fun as the uniforms are. But, really good stuff here by Jared Goff once again to be able to pull this off, to kind of just understand the pocket and have good pocket awareness. Everyone talks when they bring up, pocket awareness, usually they just think like, oh, well, this guy's fast, so therefore he's good at it, or this guy's slow, so therefore he's bad at it. Goff might not be the fastest, but he does navigate this pocket really well, showing it off right there. And this one was another really subtle thing that this is totally the play that a lot of people would say, this is, classic Lions scheming guys up, open, Goff not doing a lot because it's a play action. You have Jameson Williams running over the middle. Okay, again, these plays tend to be pretty deadly. But watch Goff when he runs this play. Watch how he kind of speeds this up a little bit, right? I mean, he's throwing this quicker than I think you would see a lot of other guys throw this, which is, I think, an important trait in a quarterback to kind of understand the front, understand that Seattle was showing pressure. They are sending more than 4 again. And a lot of times when this happens, I think quarterbacks go a little slowly and they get sacked immediately. Goff going quickly. And because of that, he's able to, while off balance, make a very accurate throw to an admittedly wide open Jameson Williams, who, now we got to take our attention to Jameson Williams. Very good stuff there by Jared Goff to get to this point. But this is also just the speed of Williams, and part of why he was drafted 11th overall back when he was, is, you have to take the perfect angle against him or you're going to get burned. This corner is too far in right here. And because of that, Williams is able to just blow right by him. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown. That was a big play. Seattle had just made it a 1-score game, as they did a couple times in this game. And then just immediately after, Williams gets this long play, is able to make it a 2-score game again. And that was, a really important play for the Detroit Lions. But again, good stuff by Jared Goff, good stuff by Jameson Williams. Everyone doing good stuff here. And really, it was just a lot of plays like this, a lot of just good, consistent plays. This is designed to get Tim Patrick open, which, again, how cool is it that Tim Patrick's like playing well again? He had a couple catches for over 50 yards in this one, but you have a receiver running a deep shot, trying to push that safety further deep. Then Tim Patrick runs over the middle. You run to play action to hopefully get hopefully get the linebackers out of position. Goff takes the snap right here. He does run this play action, and at this point when he fires it, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Seattle's playing this pretty well. Like, not perfect, but like they're playing it pretty well. I mean, like, there is a window. You're rarely not going to have a window. But for Goff, a lot of why these plays can work is just timing it well and putting it in the right spot. If you can do those two things, you're going to be really efficient in this Lions offense. Goff makes this throw, and they're able to get a big completion. And again, this is what we saw with Goff. Is like, okay, is it fair to say this isn't the highest degree of difficulty play? Sure, he made tougher throws in this game. And just in general, this is like there is a window to hit for sure. At the same time, though, when you're literally hitting all of these, that is the value of Jared Goff, is he's going to hit these like medium degree of difficulty plays every time. And that's why that's why the Lions gave him a bunch of money. This play was another good one where it's a 3rd down and goal. And, again, you're feeling good even if you just kick a field goal right here. If you're the Lions, only 5.5 minutes left, you're up 8 points. But at the same time, given the way this game is going, it's totally reasonable to think Seattle could score a quick touchdown, and you want to be up 15 here. You would like the touchdown. So concept, the way it's designed to work, again, you have a receiver running a deep shot, hopefully to push that corner further deep. Amon-Ra St. Brown then is going to kind of try and get just towards the edge of the end zone. Goff takes a snap. He looks in that direction, and as of right here, there's a window there. But again, you're going to kind of have to put it there in a hurry. It is a bit of a tough angle. This is not the easiest throw in the world to make. However, Goff puts this one, I'm not going to say right on the money. It was a bit high, for sure. But hey, sometimes it helps to have a receiver like Amon-Ra St. Brown who can make a great catch. And still, the important thing for Goff was he threw it over there quick enough and made a catchable ball, even if it was a touch high. Good job by Amon-Ra St. Brown to help him out. So really, just as a whole, this is just what Goff was doing.